in the live chat and your support, because both of these teams, they dearly need it. And with that, let's welcome you to game number 1, Alter Ego and GEEK Fam.
Right now, it's going to be the early game for the side of GEEK. And knowing that, Alter Ego, they are picking up all the purifiers they require for the main backline. That backline is what they're trying to rely on. But in order for them to have any success, the early game needs to be managed properly as well. On the topic of the crowd control though, yes, the Edith can stun, knock up the Joy, but it's not a suppression. Even though only the Franco was available in that game, but without a suppression, the Joy is a lot more dynamic, a lot more dangerous than usual, I must say.
Yeah, definitely the Joy can run rampant, especially for that early game snowball. It really depends on how this team is going to play it out. You can already see a lot of pressure there in the mid lane.
Yep. Oh, Onward. Onward and the Flicker. A combo I haven't seen in a while, or maybe even ever. Onward Flicker is something that usually is used to gain distance. Boy jumping in Nile, though, steals it away. I just had my fingers crossed, to be honest, to see, to check if Rekt brought Revitalize this time.
Right. It's a bit of a meme at this point, but he is going with a Brave Smite Edith. So a lot more survivable, especially while he's moving around in the lane like this. But we talked about the mid trio being so important, and for right now, for Alter Ego, it's very immobile. The Edith cannot match up to the mobility of this Fanny.
Yeah, not just yet. You can even see that they're losing in the wave clear as well. GEEK Fam going to be able to rotate a lot quicker. Aboy actually already in the bottom lane as well, giving some pressure, trying to get that level 4 as soon as possible. Boy.
Here you go, first blood giver versus...
Well,
no, Boy didn't have the cutthroat there, so he is just going to fly away.
So it's partially thanks to Niles stealing away some of the jungle camps, but right now with the turtle coming up, GEEK certainly has more playmaking tools. They might just go for it first.
Onward, Shadow now onto Luke. Good taunt. Oh, Appraiser's Wrath! Doing so much! Boy falls! First blood over to GEEK Fam. Pi not able to steal it away. Nile with some good moves on that Joy. Picks up the first turtle for GEEK Fam.
Yeah, that's a huge win here in the early game for GEEK. Taking Boy down and getting an objective on the board. The first objective. And it's pushing them even further, and this is why the rotation from that mid lane is so important. The fact that the Cult Alter was available as well in that team fight was able to stave off so much damage coming from Alter Ego in that 3v3. GEEK Fam winning it out.
That was such a disaster for Alter Ego because Boy, he just slid right in, came in just to get nuked down by the Appraiser's Wrath. This is why the setup is just so important, having more intel to work around. Oh my god, yet again! Luke!
You say that it comes true. Another Appraiser's Wrath. Boy.
Yikes.
0-2-0.
3 minutes in. Almost a death a minute in the hands of Luke. Oh man, that's not a good look for the Fanny. The only reason you pick up the Fanny is so you can win out in these fights. The fact that you can put pressure on those side lanes, and we don't see that at all. 0-2-0. It's not a good start for Alter Ego at all here.
It's a really bad start, if anything.
Horrible.
And now Nail is already active, and you can see that the orange has been stolen. No, it just spawned, it wasn't stolen, but you can see that Niall is a lot more active, clearing a lot more, and already securing a 2-level advantage. He's going for Nino.
Purifying the back, but it doesn't matter. Niall just walks him down. 3-0. GEEK Fam are doing everything, forcing Alter Ego to play for Plan D. They're already grouping up top. And it doesn't even matter. Boy, he's not going to be able to kill Chadera right there, but the Primal Wrath comes down. Chadera! Boy is 0-3 now.
0-3 in the 4th minute again. He doesn't have his purple buff, so he isn't as fancy on the cables as well. He doesn't have the energy, the mana to be able to outmaneuver these plays. And Chadera is just winning on all across the board. Sure, there was a trade back, but that was a kill for Rekt.
Still a kill in the hands of Kadera as well. And speaking of the battle, the mental battle is also running rampant right here because Nail is just flashing the M1 sticker at Rekt. Could he be trying to send a message? Beloyski tries to disrupt, but on the other side, GEEK are going to secure this turtle for free.
All right, so GEEK, for the first 5 minutes, they've been able to out-rotate Alter Ego. 2,000 gold lead. Is there a certain power spike that we should be aware of for Alter Ego? Because the fact is Nino hasn't... Oh, wait, bottom side.
Yeah, it's a dive. Say goodbye to Pi right now. He's trying to outplay, but Niall just picks it up. Good chain. Just to take that turret aggro from both of the members. Onward, Earthshatter. Oh, wrong angle. Beloyski just gets out even without the power of nature.
But back to that point, right? Alter Ego, their side lanes are so punished. Even if you want to wait for the power spike, will it come in time?
Oof. Talent prediction by Samsung Galaxy S Series. Only Mr. Pak Pulung having the contrary opinion as always. On that point, Eterna, in the really late game, they essentially have a really long range mage with spammable abilities and 2 marksmen. So they can rely on that, but can they even reach there? And even if they do, there's going to be a solid assassin in the late game in the form of Joy, and there's a Cult Altar to contend with as well. So their best bet is to drag this out, but at this point, I'm not sure if they even can. You take a look at the emblems right here. Tenacity is across the board. Will it matter because Nino's getting bursted down?
Boy walks back, but I don't even think that's a threat. GEEK Fam just looks at it as an attraction. They're like, oh, look, some cables.
That's so brutal.
He's 0-3-1. That early game pressure that he has for the killing threat, it's gone. A boy at this point is able to zone him away, and now purple buff steal should come through. Niall, he takes it away. Sullyboy with the retry, unable to do anything. 3 levels above Niall. I mean, Niall is 3 levels above, and now it's a free turret up top. GEEK Fam have transitioned into the mid game splendidly.
Niall already with the Holy Crystal as well, Arashi. Is not boding well. Like you mentioned, there's no lockdown for Niall either. 3 levels ahead at this point, 2 levels ahead. GEEK 4,000 gold lead. More damage as well. Sullyboy, he doesn't even get his buffs, and GEEK, they're looking for more damage. Rekt can't even find an opening. He can't find that pickoff either.
Valoisky is also just walking around unthreatened at all by the aggression, the posturing of Alter Ego, because he knows with the power of nature, there's no way he gets taken down. Just like that, next turtle goes into the hands of GEEK. And real quick, by the way, Pi, is that a focusing mark I see on the X-World? That is a peculiar option.
Oh, top side.
Well, Rekt, wild charge by Beloy. That truly was wild. Niall looking at Pi now. Oh, Earth Shadow Flicker combo on the Chidera is going to be able to flicker out now. Who has the Renner? Still chilling. Beloy getting burnt down, but Chidera now on the Nibiru is able to zone Alter Ego away, creating some space for his roamer to escape.
Both teams just trying to go at it, but at this point, Alter Ego, if they keep matching the movements of GEEK Fam like this, they're going to be forced to keep fighting. And at this point, it's at a 4K gold disadvantage. They either need to get a really good pickoff, a really good fight, a really good combo, or they should just go for trades at this point, because the best they can do is minimize or equalize the difference in turrets at least, because the bigger the difference, the more dangerous it gets, and Nino gets taken out once again.
Onward, Earth Shatter coming down. Luke all alone, still able to flicker around. The cut through comes through. There you go. The last Insanity gets it done. Alter Ego on the board again, but still, GEEK Fam were able to find the better trade there. It was Nino, Beloy on the back with a wild charge. Now Udil gonna be taken out. My lord, that damage from Niall and a boy.
That was like no care in the world at all. Going under turret, tanking all that damage, still being able to escape. What in the world?
I mean, there's just so much damage, so much shielding as well. But
That's so brutal. That's it. That's gotta be, oh my god. As a Fanny player, getting outplayed like that by Chidera over and over again, getting outplayed in a 1v1 against a Luke, that's got to do something to your mentality and your confidence. Sullyboy is tilting at this point.
It's not just emotional damage, folks. It's spiritual damage as well, all the way to his soul. GEEK Fam are trying to take Sullyboy's soul away.
The Lord up, Alter Ego, they really can't do much as Joy makes a play in the top side. Nino survives.
Shut down. Sullyboy's on the board. Nino is able to help Sullyboy to finally get that kill down, and now, oh no. No cables. One cable. No energy, and he gets out. Luke, no killing threat there.
Alright, so small victories for Alter Ego for sure, but at this point, GEEK, they might want to be a bit more careful, because Alter Ego, they are a team that is known to make comebacks, and some people even say when they win the early game, they lose the late game, but when they lose the early game, sometimes the late game is where they thrive. So right now, without the jungler, they go for Edith.
Wild charge, everything used onto Rekt, and it's Chidera who guns him down, picking up a free kill. Melfic Roar now built up high, needs to respect the gun. A boy's looking for a re-engage, just goes in for a little bit of poke. This Fanny tries to invade enemy jungle, but Niall is still holding this lead comfortably. 3 levels up And it should be, yep, the Lord that GEEK fam are looking at next.
This is the objective play that we wanted from Alter Ego, but GEEK's the one.
Bitter pill to swallow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game. Recap. Lord taken by GEEK fam.
Oh man, we missed that entire sequence. All right, 5,000 gold lead here for GEEK. A Lord on the way in the bottom side. Look at this. Oh, Bloisky looking for a pick here.
Oh, beautiful wall. Wreck now with the Primal Wrath. Going to be able to get that shielding down. Zoning. GEEK fam away. Whoa, Nino's doing a lot of damage. Bloisky forces a flicker back now. Sully Boy in the back. Oh my goodness. Finds the cut thrown into the real world manipulation. But Jadero is able to dash out. Alter Ego have defended quite well.
Oh, that was such a good engage coming in from Bloisky though. Edith nearly being taken off. But yeah, it's a defended Lord push. The first Lord, though.
I mean, they were very close on taking out Kadira right there, but the Cult Altar once again saves the day. That is still one of the biggest trump cards that GEEK fam has that Alter Ego doesn't really have an answer for as of right now. Because even if they can win out in damage output, they can't really win out in the crowd control department. Look at the items right here. For Kadira, with the Malefic Roar completed, even the tankier members on the side of Alter Ego needs to be aware of his damage potential. But looking at Bloisky, he is going full tankiness with the Dominance Ice as well, just to deny the shielding and the lifesteal coming in from the side of Alter Ego.
Yeah, Chidera also picked up that Has Claw, so a little bit more survivability into these team fights. Whereas Nino, in my opinion, already has the 3 core items, right? DHS also picked up. So technically, he's ready for a fight. He just needs that proper setup coming in from his teammates. As we do have a fun fact here by Grab. After the patch, this is the first time that X-Borg was played? Really?
Yeah.
Wait, Bigatron haven't picked it up at MPL?
Not an MPLID.
Oh.
We signed at Snapdragon Pro Series.
So it's as SPS. All right, so far it hasn't worked, but we'll see. Niall?
Be a free steal, yeah. Niall gets it with a Retribution, still ahead of the Fanny. This time only by 1 level. So Alter Ego have honestly caught up. Looking at Nino's items, 3 items. Corrosion, Scythe, into the DHS and Golden Staff. The Power Spike is already here. And guess what? Kadira. He's not respecting the Fanny at all. Early game, it makes sense, but now with no Wind of Nature, he's very susceptible. Damage coming in from that Fanny still.
They're just purely relying on the Cult Altar as a denial tool right here, but with a big fight coming up, I feel like all the pressure is on Wreck to try and get a good takeoff. If he can get the crowd control onto the right member, but potentially a boy or Kadira, because a boy doesn't have a Purify, so if they can jump on him and burst him down somehow, there's still a chance for Alter Ego to come back, and unless they get picked up first though.
All right, conceal.
No Faraga armor for Pi. Trying to get it back right now. Trying to get it all the way to full stacks. A boy, Shadow Stampede, zoning Pi, taking him very low. Fanny, not split pushing. They want to try to commit for this. They want to try to go for 50-50. Wall already being placed down, and GEEK fam takes it for free. Wreck, whoa! He goes in now, flickering out with the Primal Wrath. Miscommunication.
Not good at all, man. He went in, and the target he landed on was Bloisky as well. Maybe it was a boy. If it was Kadira, something else could have happened, but on the Grok, full tank, Brave Smite, there's no way that's the target that you want. So with that Lord coming in, GEEK fam wastes no time at all, going again for the buffs. Pi trying his best to try and do something about it, but he will actually be able to take it back.
But it's on Pi.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Oh no, but Sally Boy needs it. Okay, Sally Boy's gonna be able to push there in the top lane, but that's a 1v1.
That he can't
That's
win.
a lot of damage placed onto him by Niall. Yes, he doesn't win that 1v1, but he's trying something as the Lord is marching there in the bottom side. Bloisky has his ultimate. If he wants, he can make a play here. Let's see.
There's a good wall placed down by Beloy to stop, to prevent the Lord from going in a bit too fast. Last Insanity already used up to try to clear the enhanced Lord. Beloyski in the back now. Flicker, wild charge.
Whoa.
Connecting. Oh, the taunt as well, but he no. Save that Purify for this time. Niall diving deep, but he finds the kill. Doesn't need the Winter Truncheon. Now Udil just stands still, and he gets caught. Niall with the electrifying beats and the Winter Truncheon, but it's going to be a 2-for-2. Alter Ego, their base has been cracked open. Is it still worth it for GEEK fam?
Losing Luke and Niall there. We talked about the overextension. He was able to get both the backliners, but at what cost? Pino going in.
Not going to be enough. Oh, he's going to be gunned down. Chadera not going to flicker forward just yet. Table, Selly Boy, look at the cut from. Oh, Chadera!
Oh,
and a boy bursts Sully Boy down before he can do anything to the GEEK Fam members.
A huge, huge win for GEEK, getting 2 inhibitor turrets. That's permanent damage for Alter Ego as they're pushing their pace there in the top side. Gonna get another turret as well. Alter Ego, they're scrambling for opportunities. They're scrambling for just answers to everything that's been pushed onto them here by GEEK. How are they gonna make the space? Even if they want to rely on to Rect for that initiating play, it's not simple. It's not as easy as a wild charge. It's not as easy as something else. That Earth Shatter, short range, slow animation, you need to go for a flicker as well. There's so much room for error.
They have to play around the other forms of crowd control and use Rect as follow-up at this point. They can use Udil's slow, they can use Pai's slow and pull back as well, as Nino's slow as well. They have a bunch of slow that can be used to set up Ida's combo, but in order to do so, I think they are stuck waiting for that high ground defense. That range is the only real advantage they have right now. And with the glowing one in the hands of Udil, there's a potential for a play to happen right here, but he is forced to build an Athena shield as well. And that is the only reason why he wasn't completely deleted in the previous fight, but eventually he did fall. So right now, with that situation unfolding, GEEK Fam will have all the space in the world, secure this Lord, and then once again go for a play. Unless Rekt wants to go in 1v4?
Well, at this point, it's Hail Mary, right? If you can't get the Lord, might as well just try to 50-50. Well, at this point, if it's just Rekt, more like 95-5, but I think at this point, Alter Ego, they need to take some risks. They need to try to come back in this game, because if they don't, GEEK Fam are just going to do this. Stay oppressive, suffocate Alter Ego slowly but surely, and choke them out.
Yeah, they don't need to do much at this point. Chidera already rotating there to the top side, trying to clear that way, making sure that it does crash together, but I don't think they know that Sally Boy's here.
Will it
Niall?
Ooh! Oh, Winter Truncheon actually, so Sally Boy actually won that trade. No, Winter Truncheon has the immortality now, swaps it out, and Niall's nowhere close, nowhere near. Well, it's fine. Earth Shatter knocking 2 up right now. Sally Boy finally recalling and going back in, now clearing out the bottom lane as Rekt gets chunked low, but it's able to flicker out with the Primal Wrath. Dealing a lot of damage in the back. Nino as well with the real world ablation. Udil is able to zone them back, and Alter Ego have defended.
That long-range teamfight is what they were waiting for, man. A proper front-to-back where not a single member of GEEK Fam were able to dive towards that back line. Udil, as well as Nino, outputting all that damage. Rekt as well in the mix. Udil with a Divine Glaive right now will mean that the front line for GEEK Fam will need to start respecting the potential for Udil to poke at them, to chunk down their HP bars, and they have to try and find space, try and cancel out the real-world manipulation. They can no longer tank it like that.
Yeah, now this is where things get interesting for both of these teams, right? We saw Alter Ego and GEEK, they had a similarity between them. The fact that they like to overextend in one way or the other, whether it be Sally Boy overextending, Niall overextending. At this point, 19 minutes in, almost 20 minutes in, I feel like items should be quite balanced, should be quite level. At this point, I understand there's an 8,000 gold lead for GEEK. And gentlemen, let's get back into the action, straight into it as it appears. What's going on?
Whoa! Wild charge! Purify instantly though. Now, oh, Sully Boy gets melted down. He tried to go for the purple buff, but instead he loses his life. Pai, Ice Queen 1 is helping him now, but the conceal comes through. 3-man Earth Shatter, but Alter Ego are still able to disengage.
Oof. With that pickoff though, the wave on the top side got cleared out, so there's still a chance for Alter Ego to defend that. And GEEK, they used all the ultimates, all the battle spells, and they're only able to get Sally Boy, which is a significant target, but at this stage in the game, surely he is not as priority as Nino or Udil, but he is, however, not going to be able to contest for this Lord, so that is all calculated for GEEK Fam.
That's what I was about to say. I think it was an amazing pick-off by GEEK. Being able to take the Sally Boy off the board, that means Alter Ego will not be able to contest this next neutral objective. GEEK Fam winning it all out once again. They have the map pressure as well. It seems like they want to go for more. Look at the invades coming in. Just Beloyski and Niall is enough to be like, you know what, Alter Ego, no buffs for you either.
No, 0 buffs for you. We're taking everything. And Nino says, well, I'll take the Wind Talker. I'll get a little bit more damage in because now I don't even need the boots. I just need a Hail Mary play. Give me space. Nino is asking from his teammates, and we'll see if they are able to grant him that wish.
Well, back when Faramis was meta, strat you see often is for teams to just go straight for the base, not even fight at all, and use a cult altar to sustain through the counter damage. So right now, this is something that GEEK Fam can definitely do as the towers fall. But look at Kadira.
Oh, good damage, but Chidera is just able to sustain back up. He has the Haas Claws. Now 9 in the midst of it all with the electrifying beats. It's going to be the wall charge on the 2 in the back line. Real world manipulation still there, but the base is wide open. And GEEK Fam, once they see a chance, they take it. 1-0.
And they secure and lead this best of 3 series. GEEK Fam. Wow.
Very fam.
Very fam.
That was a great
What's a
play
geek?
with the
Always a
Lord,
fam.
man. I mean, that's a Lord gap if you've seen one. That Lord just allows them to be so much more aggressive. It opens the door for the direct end. It doesn't matter if you have such a great team fight composition. If you don't even get to actually output that